Okay, I'm going to read part of this story called Flirting with Santa. I wasn't even planning on going to my company holiday party this year. Day in and day out, I crunch numbers for this small-minded office, so why should I spend my free time pretending to be frivolous with my coworkers? And yet it's what's expected. Dragging my feet as I do every year, I find myself in the midst of overbaked cookies, half-warm eggnog, and fake friendly greetings from those who barely give me the time of day throughout the year. I make my way over to the drinks table to look for stronger fare than eggnog, and as I do, I spy Santa out of the corner of my eye. It's a little, narcissistic that I'm wearing the hat, because in the story, but his head is thrown back as he laughs in delight at something my one friend at the company, Chelsea, is saying. The thing is, I've been here for over an hour now, and I've seen almost everyone I know from work. I don't know who this Santa could be, because any guy who remotely fits his body type, I'd have noticed by now. Even though I'm pretty slim, I prefer my men big and solid, hefty, hunky teddy bears that I can hold onto when I need to, whose weight I can truly feel when they pound into me, who I can cuddle up next to on cold winter nights. I snag another glass of champagne and rack my brain trying to figure out which of our many employees could have shapeshifted into such a holiday hottie. Santa looks a little lonely now, tucked away in the corner, making conversation but scanning the crowd as if looking for something or someone. I look up and meet his eyes straight on and feel a flush of pleasure run through me, the likes of which I rarely, if ever, feel at work. I'm the first to look away. I have to be, or else I may spill my drink down the front of my dress. I go seek out my comrade in office arms, Chelsea, to see if she knows who Santa is. I don't know, but I know why you're asking, she smirks. She's aware of most of my sexual peccadillos and loves to tease me from the safety of her warm and cozy marriage, but I know she still gets a thrill out of my stories and adventures. I try to kill time, making the obligatory rounds, tasting all the sweet offerings being passed around until I can stand it no longer. I inch closer toward Santa, checking out not so much the outfit, which I'm already quite familiar with, padded red velvet suit trimmed in white, fluffy beard, jaunty hat, but the body underneath it. The way he's sitting, calm and almost expectant, with perhaps a twinkle in his eye, sends goosebumps up and down my body. Normally, I'd be getting ready to go at about this time, having made the obligatory small talk, but tonight there's nothing I'd rather do than get to know Santa just a little bit better. I drain my glass, holding it close to my lips to let every last drop of glistening liquid slide into my mouth, knowing for sure that he is watching. My tongue darts out to lick the edges of the glass, treating the champagne as if it were cotton candy, savoring every little bit, and getting my tongue ready for action. Then I stroll toward him with an aggressive, businesslike stride. It's too late to pretend that I'm not interested. I march over until I'm standing right in front of him. Then my mind stops, and I realize I have nothing to say, no well-thought-out opening line. How exactly do you chat up Santa Claus? Thankfully, he sees my distress and rescues me, his crackling blue eyes boring into mine. Ho, 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 young lady, how are you this evening? He flings at me with all the deep warmth one would expect from Santa. I'm torn between wanting to throw myself at him and wanting to sit on his lap like a demure little girl, telling him everything, and I mean everything, I want for Christmas. He takes my hand and, like a true gentleman, raises it to his lips for a kiss. But then he takes my index finger and, gentlemanliness be damned, slides it into his mouth, his tongue tickling the pad of my finger and sending waves of warmth throughout my body. I lean my other hand on the table as I feel myself trembling. He lets go of my hand and pulls me so that I'm flush against him, my stomach pressed against his belt buckle, my breasts flush against his ample chest. I have no idea who this man is, but at this moment I don't care. I just know that I want him, and I don't care who knows. He pulls me tight and hugs me, then rocks me gently, in a mating dance so seductive I know that he'll have me begging him to fuck me before the night is out. I already am, silently, as I press my fingertips into his furry red back, rocking against him and reveling in his strength. He is calm and relaxed, as if he has all the time in the world to slow dance with me, even though I can feel his erection straining through his pants. Suddenly he takes my hand and leads me out the back exit, down the hallway, and into an office I never even knew existed. He locks the door behind us and then presses me up against it, his hand reaching under my skirt to find me soaking wet. He shoves 2 fat fingers into me, and I buckle against him, biting my lips so as not to scream. After that foreplay, that intense teasing, I come quick as lightning, any semblance of control or rational thought forgotten. And then all of a sudden, I find myself sucking Santa's cock. Now he is leaning against the door, and I am on the floor, my knees pressing into the hard wooden floor as I kneel before him. His cock is large and meaty, and I can't get enough of it. He doesn't need to urge me forward, as I've already positioned myself to take him inside me to maximum capacity. I look up into his eyes, and their bold blueness sparkles back at me. I have to look away, close my eyes, and savor the heat of his cock as it slides in and out of my mouth. I've been so caught up in all the holiday shopping and end-of-year calculations that I've forgotten that there are truly more important things to celebrate at Christmas time. Like having someone make my heart beat that much faster, having someone whose cock gives me a reason to keep on going every day. I start to rock back and forth, moving my hips in rhythm with my lips as I slide up and down, delighting when I have it all the way inside me. I start to speed up, caught in the beauty of his hardness in my mouth, when he grabs me by the hair, stopping me. He pulls me up and drags me over to the majestic chair behind the desk, plunging into it and laying me across his lap. All right, I'm gonna stop there. There's some Santa spanking after that. Okay, we're gonna give away 1 copy of this book, but please don't call out, raise your hand, and I swear I'll get to the entire room. Okay, you can't raise your hand before I ask the question. What was the name of the best friend in the story?
Chelsea.
Okay.